In the 18th century, Europe was a stage for grandeur, wealth, and ostentation. Nobles and aristocrats displayed jewelry, fine clothes, and giant wigs. Yes, wigs. The larger and more elaborate, the higher the social status. But there's a curious and somewhat disgusting detail. Many of these wigs were infested with lice. Today, we'll explore this bizarre universe where fashion, poor hygiene, and vanity intermingled in unbelievable ways. It all started in France, with Louis XIV, the Sun King. To hide premature baldness and display wealth, the king popularized the use of extravagant wigs. Quickly, the fashion spread to the aristocracy throughout Europe. The larger the wig, the more respected you were, and the more likely it was to hide unwanted inhabitants. The problem is that these wigs were hot, heavy, and rarely washed. And do you know what this attracted? Lice. Lots of lice. Nobles literally carried entire colonies of insects on their heads. And you thought tangled hair was bad? Imagine an entire court infested. Some nobles devised curious strategies to survive life with infested wigs. One popular method was to sleep on small wooden stands, so the lice wouldn't be crushed during the night. Yes, they literally created lice pillows, all in the name of fashion and status. Others applied expensive powders or perfumes hoping to keep the insects away, but more often than not, the lice continued to thrive. Despite the problem, no one dared to abandon the wig. It was not just an accessory, but a symbol of wealth, authority, and social distinction. And the bigger the head of false hair, the more impressive you looked. The unintentional humor, of course, is that this status symbol came with an invisible army of lice. Some wigs measured over 20 inches tall. Imagine balancing that while lice ran wild. Wealthy nobles paid specialized wig makers to maintain and style infested wigs without anyone noticing. It was so important to keep the wig intact that some slept sitting up or on special stands, literally to avoid crushing the lice. And of course, there were cases of entire courts where lice outnumbered the human guests. Over time, the French Revolution and changes in fashion diminished the use of extravagant wigs. Personal hygiene and common sense began to gain ground, and the idea of carrying lice as an accessory ceased to be fashionable. Today, looking back, we can laugh at the extravagance. People paid fortunes to hide their baldness and, unintentionally, carried insects on top of it. 18th-century wigs remind us that the history of fashion is as absurd as it is fascinating. While the aristocracy sought status, elegance, and sophistication, lice enjoyed a royal banquet, uninvited. A historical episode that combines luxury, poor hygiene, and human creativity, in a hilarious way. And so we learn that in history, power and ostentation don't always go hand in hand with common sense. Sometimes they come accompanied by lice. If you enjoyed this bizarre journey through history, don't forget to like this video and follow our channel for more fascinating historical curiosities.